hurts. You know, you hate to take a loss like that, especially coming off a high like we did last week. But we just got to be very critical of ourselves watching the film, and very critical of ourselves. You know, during practice next week. Coach talks about a snap and clear mentality, so we got to snap and clear right now and get ready for this big challenge next week.
Bama present to you guys maybe they didn't expect out there?
I think that, you know, from the film, watching the film, we got everything that we expected. Offensively, we were able to protect the quarterback pretty well, but, you know, we weren't able to put together really good drives. You know, they held the ball for a really long time. So, you know, like I said, we just got to snap and clear.
When they made the move to Josh, what were you seeing in his eyes in the huddle there?
Well, we all came to him, you know, at halftime. We told him, man, we believe in you. Just go in there and be poised. The thing about him, he's not a very arrogant or pompous type of person. He's very humble. And, you know, we just told him that we believed in him. He went in there and he executed.
Is there a different feeling when he gets back there than when Worley's in there?
I wouldn't say it is. You know, at the end of the day, you know, we got to do our jobs. It's all about doing your job at the end of the day, and he executed well.
Tony, was it pretty evident there toward the end of the first half that Justin wasn't going to come out and be able to come out in the second half? How hurt was he?
I have no idea. I didn't know that he was hurt until we came in the locker room. So, and I don't really know the extensity of it or anything. So, whatever happens. If Josh has to start this week, we're really comfortable with him being back.
How much does he have to learn? I mean, did he learn anything out there today? And if he has to play next week, where do you think he's at with preparation?
I think he's doing really well. The thing about Josh is he's a very smart kid, as all know. And he's just got to do what he's been doing every week, is preparing and just waiting for his numbers to go.
Honey, as far as that first half goes, Coach talked about that you guys need to get off to a fast start. Was it kind of disheartening when they got off to such a quick start and then you guys didn't?
I wouldn't say it was, because, you know, football is, like Coach said last week, football is a game of inches, and you just got to snap and clear whenever things don't go your way and just try to execute to the best of our abilities, and you know, that's all you can do at the end of the day.
Coach talked about the resiliency of this team. That's one thing he doesn't worry about. And you guys go on the road facing a top 5 team next week. Do you just look at it as another opportunity?
Another opportunity. We got 4 games down the stretch. It would be really nice to win these 4. You know, people always remember what you do in November, so we got number 5. We got to go to their place, and we just got to go in there and execute.
Donnie, you came off that win last week, and you knew this was going to be tough coming in here this week. How do you kind of keep this, or how do you put this in perspective, this game today, in relation to last week, and where you go from here?
I mean, it's football, you know. Sometimes things don't go as expected. But like I said, snap and clear. That's all we got to do, and we'll be reserved.
Was it kind of fun there in the second half? I mean, obviously the outcome's not going your way, but you guys moved the ball more offensively. Seemed to have a little bit more rhythm with Josh at quarterback.
I mean, it's always fun moving the ball, you know. It's fun scoring, but apparently we didn't do a lot of that today. So, like I said, we got to watch the film, be critical.
You say you promised one against Missouri. Why so confident there?
I'm just confident. I'm confident in my teammates. You know, that's the type of confidence that you have to have in your teammates week by week. Because at the end of the day, all we have is each other, and that's all we need. So,
Coach Jones mentioned improving fast to this big old state to a bowl game. I guess how does that goal kind of present itself, and how long has that kind of been where you guys are hoping to end up this year?
That's been our goal since the off season. You know, to go to a big time bowl game. We can win these next 4. We can, you know, go to a pretty good bowl game. So that's the goal right now. It's just, you know, snap and clear and win these next week.
Tony, you played Oregon, you played these guys. Coach was asked about how you kind of prepare them. I mean, you know, a lot of talk about national titles and all that kind of stuff. Have you got any idea about that?
You know what? They're 2 totally different teams. You know, both very dynamic. Oregon was fast-paced. You know, Alabama, they kind of milked the clock a little bit, but they're both 2 very talented teams. I really couldn't tell you how it was going, but if it was to come down to it, you know, I'd be root for the SEC.
One more for Tiny, please. We're good right now. Thanks, Tiny.
So when you play a good team like this, you know, number 1 team in the country, you get to size yourself up, you know, against them, see what you need to work on, things, you know, you need to get better at. So we just got to take that from there. You know, watch film tonight, watch film when we get back home, watch film tomorrow as a group. You know, see what you need to work on and build off it, because next week we got a great opponent as well.
How disheartening was that first half? I know you guys weren't the ones out there giving up the points, but as a team collectively, how tough was that?
You know, it's tough. You know, we got to find ways to, you know, get started better, you know, on the road, especially on the road. We don't have 100,000, you know, and near screaming for it. So we just got to gotta create our own energy. I feel like we responded, a little better in the second half, but we gotta learn how to play games from the start.
How evident was it that Justin was hurt toward the end of the first half, and did you anticipate the quarterback change going into the second half?
I didn't anticipate it. Justin was saying, he was fine, but my Dobbs did a great job. He did a great job coming in leading. I was proud of him. I was surprised that he came in with that much poise.
Well, how surprising was that for a freshman to come in that kind of environment? And, like I said, no interceptions, looked like he knew what he was doing, no delay games, that kind of thing.
I've seen it was similar, with Bray. When Bray had to do it our freshman year, but Dobbs did a great job. He didn't look scared at all. He just went in there and competed.
Juwan, the coaches said that one of the next steps in this evolution of this team is winning on the road. What do you have to do differently to win in an environment like that?
Definitely create your own energy. It's 100,000 other people out there screaming against you. So, we got to come together tight, come together close, and, start early and don't let, like stuff happen today, how we started slow. So you just go out there and create your own energy. I feel like that'll help us get these road wins.
Juwan, did you feel like Josh was nervous at all? I mean, did you think that he looked pretty normal?
No, I didn't see, anything nervous about him. When I heard he was going in, I went up to him like, hey, man, go out here and have fun. You got nothing to lose playing number one team. You don't get to do it, every day. I told him we're not, high school football in Georgia no more. We're out here for real. So he went out there and responded well.
Coach talked about, one thing he doesn't worry about is the resiliency of this team. How do you feel like you guys will bounce back?
I feel like we'll bounce back. All those guys in that room are, battlers. We're a complete different team than we were from last year or previous year. This team 117. Nobody's going to break our spirit. Nobody's going to break our will. So we're just going to go out there and prepare, have a great week of practice, and get ready for the series.
Juwan, what will Josh have to do this week if indeed he plays next week? Where do you see him at? How ready do you think he is to take over from snap one and kind of run this offense?
Josh is a very smart player. He prepares each week like he's going to play. So I feel like that shows what the result was today for him because he prepares like he's going to play. So I feel like, he's probably going to, step it up a little bit even more, knowing that he might have to play. So I feel confident with him back there, and I just know, whoever's back there, that's fine going to protect him.
How do you kind of guarantee to win next week? That may have been post-game sort of exuberance, perhaps. Just your thoughts going down there next week and the need to win games and coaches' desire to get to a bowl game and what kind of game you think it's going to be or how tough it's going to be.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be tough. It's another SEC road game, and we need to get our first SEC signature one on the road. We got one at home, but we just got to go out here and prepare for practice. We have a great week of practice like we did last week, and this week I feel like we can compete with anybody in the country.
Juwan, as a leader on this team, how do you keep the team from feeling like you took a big step backward? You had the big win last week and then this today.
I just went in there and talked to everybody. After the game, shook everybody's hand, let them know. This team only has about 40 days left. So we got a lot of football in these 40 days that could change our future to go into a bowl game. That's the number one goal we had. Coming this season was making it to a bowl. So I feel like everybody, their heads are down right now, but we're gonna get a great week of practice, and everybody's gonna bounce back.
Last one for Juwan.
Juwan, you guys have played Oregon, you played Alabama now. Everyone's kind of thinking these guys might end up playing for a national title. You got any thoughts about how it might shake out if indeed they do?
Leaving that Oregon game, I thought, this is a national championship team. I was like, whoever they're going to play is going to be, in some trouble. But, leaving this game, too, I see Alabama's a greater team as well. So, everybody's going to keep battling, and, whoever goes to it, goes to it. We worry about our season, trying to get to a bowl game.
Thanks, Juwan.
It's heartening when they come out in the first quarter and they're kind of clicking and just kind of get up 21-0 on you for you guys to be really kind of unique.
Yeah, so that was a pretty tough moment. We just had to keep everybody, try to keep everybody motivated and stuff, and get our corrections wrong, and just try to fight back.
How difficult is it when they kind of get rolling like they were in the first half?
That what they do well. We know they can jump up on people real fast. And we were practicing. If they do jump up on us, we gotta find a way to fight back.
What will this team need to do to bounce back next week?
We just gotta go watch film. We just gotta go watch film from the night, get everybody together, and get everybody back hungry and motivated for next week. I know we got another tough opponent on the road, so we gotta get focused for that.
AJ Butch said he challenged you guys after the game, challenged the seniors, challenged the leaders. What did he say to you all?
Pretty much, we got to step up. As seniors got to step up, the leaders got to step up a little more, and we just can't let our season go downhill from this one loss. We just got to come. We all gonna come in tomorrow and just get everything correct.
AJ, you guys have kind of maybe building a little bit of some confidence the last few games, last few weeks. What does this loss do to that?
Honestly, it ain't gonna take it away. We know we got it. We know we got the stuff to get us going, and we got the enthusiasm and stuff to get us hyped up and playing well. So we just got to bring that out next week.
I know it's the other side of the ball, but what did you think about Dobbs' performance when he had to play the second half?
He got in and do his job. He made a couple good plays, so he stepped in. He stepped up.
AJ, how much does the defense change without Brian Randolph back there in safety?
He a big key to it, but we had guys come in and help us as well. We're just gonna get him back well, get him back on the field.
AJ, what do you feel like maybe the difference was between the first and the second half? It seemed you guys kind of played a little bit better there in the second half.
Feel like we came out with a little more enthusiasm behind us, and we just knew we had to come out and play, or they just gonna really just wash us out even more. So we just had to come out, and we got a little more hyped up to come out and play.
Anything else? Thanks, AJ.